or Monday afternoon, Monday evening going. I am so excited. The reason is you see my live. Hey, good morning, ひとしさん。さっき来ていただいてありがとうございます。本当にありがとう。もういつもありがとうございます。You see the top? I found. Okay, Tessa Marie was like, I see her live and she put the title on the top. I just like, how do I do that? It's easier to see, right? The people, what kind of the topic I'm talking about. And I didn't know how to do that. And this morning, just before live, I found the little dot on the left. No, a little mark on the left, like 3 lines. I tapped because you can just add a title before live, right? That's amazing. So that's why I am putting a title on the top left. That makes me so excited. That makes a big difference for me. It's only like little progress, but I am so excited. Like said, it's not too much. You don't have to do a lot of stuff to make you happy, right? Like Hitoshi-san said, Hitoshi-san just like, oh my gosh, is she talking about something about me? No, I am talking about good things. ね、Hitoshi-san、いいことしか話さないので。いいですか? He does sit-ups. He does exercise every morning, like constantly, right? Maybe he might not do 2 hours. I think he only takes like 10 minutes or 5 minutes or something. The little things. But if you keep doing it, like, you will get muscle. And every little things that makes him happy. Of course. Try, even if it's small things, right? And then it doesn't matter. People underestimate small stuff, tiny stuff, right? And they just like, oh, I only have 5 minutes. Maybe I can only do sit up like 5 times. Maybe I'm not gonna do it, right? When somebody say that, I always let them know. Somebody around me say that, I always let them know. 0 sit-ups, no, 5 sit-ups are better than 0 sit-ups, right? So do not underestimate small stuff, right? And then, because I do believe small stuff has a power. If you keep doing small things every day, you keep just adding small things, right? That's going to, one day you realize that, like, oh, wow, that turned into big things. Just like, oh, Yamagen-san, konbanwa, good evening, good evening. You notice I know how to add a title now. You check it out. That makes me so have a courage to fail, right? I'm getting better. That makes me so happy. My Monday keep going too, right? The little things makes a big difference, right? So anyway, yeah, I wanted to say, think about it, money. Now people said, I want to save money. I want to save money. And some people thinking saving money is a big deal, big things, just impossible to do it. But how about, think about the piggy bank, right? If you put 100 yen, $1 a day, a month later, how much you going to have? Do the math, right? If you are only maybe saving money for a cup of coffee, right? Instead of buying a cup of coffee every day, spending $1, maybe nowadays it's $2. We don't know. I don't know. I don't buy coffee. Why don't you just start making your coffee? And you might save, even if you buy the good beans, it's cheaper than buying coffee shop and buy coffee. Of course, you know what? I like to support business. Why don't you do, instead of doing 7 days a week, buying a coffee at the coffee shop, maybe do it just a weekend, right? And 5 days a week, you put the money in the piggy bank. Good morning, Yumiko-san. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. So you realize that, like, wow, like I've saved end of the month I have $30 or $31 or 3,000 yens in my piggy bank. So do not underestimate small stuff. It's only $1 you're saving every day, but you never know, right? And then if you want to make more money, right? You're gonna join Tessa Marie's our financial independence seminar, right? She will help us to have money grow, right? So because there are different ways. If you're just keeping the money in a piggy bank, you will have the money saved up, money grow, but there is a better way to do that, right? So you have to have a knowledge. Everything. Like you want to just, you have a goals. You want to achieve something. Do not underestimate small stuff. Like I always said, right? Like you guys, same way, right? Same things. We wanted to have a muscle. We wanted our bodies to be lean. At summertime, I want to wear tank top and I look good, right? That's a goal. What do you have to do? You have to start, whatever, like just the exercise, right? Every day. Even if you don't feel like it, do it, right? 5 minutes, 1 minute, it doesn't matter. 10 sit-ups, 2 sit-ups, doesn't matter. 2 sit-ups, right? Just sit-ups or push-ups, right? Sit-ups 腹筋ね、腹筋。push-ups が腕立て伏せだけど、are better than 0 sit-ups, right? So do not underestimate. So, this is like today is have a courage to fail, right? Everybody wants to just like, I want to be successful. I want to achieve something. I want to my life. I want to have a good life. I want to have a happy life. But you know what? You realize it if you don't try, if you're not willing to do something, right? It's so hard to have a happy life. You want to have a goal. But that doesn't mean you have to try really, really hard. No. Like I know back then my thought was I want to do something. Say like I want to just I shouldn't say just I want to be a life coach. And to be a life coach, I used to think it was a really, really hard way. And then only special people can do that. Only guru can do that, right? Only people can find out about the life can do that. That's why I thought it was really hard. But my friend, who is already a life coach, she taught me, Yuko, you don't have to know everything. You don't have to be perfect to be a life coach. You already have experience and you want to help out. You have a right reason to be a life coach. And then you know what? You can start now. I just like, really? And she showed me how, step by step, how to do that. And then I've been following, like her step by step, and make me realize like, I don't have to, how do I say, like just wait, or I can, if I want to do something, it's important to think is just start small. And then by starting to small, you don't need to have a big courage to do it, right? And then because you don't fail big, you fail small, right? So it's easy to get started. It's easier to have a courage, right? If you think about, oh my gosh, like to be a life coach, I have to quit my day job. I have to put so much money in there. I have to have really maybe nice equipment and gears so I can do online. If you think big, too much, when you're gonna start it, it's gonna be too afraid to start. And then time goes by. And then 5 years later, you're still thinking or you regret. You're gonna probably think I should have started earlier. Why I am just thinking about the perfect plan? Because if you have trying to make a perfect plan, and then when you start thinking about it, you're gonna be even more scared, right? Because if you wanted to make it perfect, if you want to do that, you're gonna be very, very, you're gonna be you're gonna build the fear of fail too, right? So the thing is, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to do, achieve, you want to serve, right? You guys are like me, you want to serve. So you know what? Start small. And then like every day you have a courage to fail. And then you know what? Once you realize it, if I fail, when I fail, I shouldn't say if, I fail every day actually. Do IG live, right? Good morning, Chiyo-chan. Actually, it's so funny. I do English. Monday is my English live, but everybody's in Japanese except for Debbie. Here you are, Debbie. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. So, yeah, like just like you know what, like you want to do something and then you waiting, you wait the perfect moment. Did I wave to Debbie? I don't know. There you go. So like when I do, I kind of forget the one moment. So when I do IG live every day, almost 6 days a week, right? I don't do Saturday, but I do 6 days a week. I fail, every day. I don't feel 100% right. Did a great 100%. I don't feel that. It's any, you know what? I usually use half an hour, right? And then I know I have a moment like, ooh, I didn't speak good enough. Oh, I failed this. Like, I wanted to say something, but I couldn't tell. I couldn't let you guys know, or I couldn't express in a better English. Yes, I fail every day. And then after that, failing is good, right? If you don't fail, you never get better. And then you will learn from failure. So, you know what? That's why I just recommend from my experience. Oh, thank you so much, Debbie. Thank you for the love. Right? If you don't fail, my mind, this is part of failing. It's not failing. Like, failing help you to be success. Failing is help you to be a better version of yourself. Right? When I started thinking that way, I no longer afraid of failing anymore. Because every time I fail small, I celebrate. Right? Because you will find stuff like, okay, I failed this. Right? Okay, this is the way I can get better. So I will just make it to something better next time. Right? Same thing. So when you cook something, right? When you just say cook cookies, you made, sometimes you follow the recipe, but just it didn't turn the way I wanted. What did I do? Maybe I didn't wait till oven reached a certain time. I used to do that, right? Sometimes I couldn't wait, especially when I was making cookies or some the puffy pastries. I used to put, as soon as oven turned up, not even when oven reaches a certain temperature, like 400 degrees of Fahrenheit, 350, right? You have to wait. But me, I just didn't want to waste energies or whatever the reason, or I couldn't wait. I used to put cookies, or I used to put those pastries before reaches certain temperature. I used to do that. And then just bring it up. How come it just turned out not really puffy? Right? So I learned from mistake. It's a small mistakes. You can laugh at it. Like, Yuko-san, it's a common sense. You have to wait until oven reaches a certain temperature. That's why you could make the better pastry. Yes, for some people, maybe that's a natural thing. But for me, it was a learning. I had to fail. I have to face two soggy, sad-looking puff pastries in front of me, and I learned that, you know what, I have to wait patiently until the oven reaches a certain time. Stop. Same things, I have what is called stainless steel frying pan, right? I used to use Teflon, but I get tired of using Teflon because it wears out, right? And then you have to keep buying it. So I just like, you know what? I have stainless steel frying pan. My husband bought me 10 years ago at the Christmas present, as a Christmas present. But I always fail whenever I cook something. Always sticks. And then I just like, why it always sticks? Have you ever cook stuff in a like stainless steel frying pan, right? If you don't put oil at a certain temperature, it's gonna stick. So I learned, I just like, okay, I fail. I always, my eggs always just like come up like falls apart, everything. So what I have to do, I learned, I have to learn. I wanted to cook perfect, I can't think about it, fried eggs, right? So I just like, what do I do? So I went I Googled a couple of things, right? A couple of articles. I just like, this is a way I can cook fried eggs perfectly. There is a way. If you Google it, there's a way. So since I learned, right? Because I used to fail cooking using frying pan, stainless steel frying pan. Now I learn how to cook always good, yummy fried eggs. So it's like a little silly example, but you know what? If you don't fail, you're not gonna learn, right? Now I no longer need Teflon frying pan anymore. So there you go. Oh, thank you so much. I was just like, who left a comment? Chio-chan, arigato. Thank you so much. So this is just like a regular everyday example, but I think you want to achieve something, and you always say, I don't know, you want to be better, you always have to fail. You always have to fail. And then you have to enjoy this is gonna sound like this already. You have to always enjoy the taste of failing, right? You think that's bitter, right? Maybe first bite when you put it in the mouth, maybe bitter. But as you keep tasting it with gratitude and with love and tell the failure, thank you so much. This is like, you know what? This is the way to the hint. I don't know, hint. It's like this failure will help me to be a better version of myself. When you add that gratitude, the failure is gonna taste sweet, or it's gonna taste like wine, whatever you want, and you will enjoy the taste. And if you know the taste, and you will no longer afraid of failing anymore, right? So what kind of stuff you want everybody wants to be success, right? Everybody wants to do this and that. So I want you guys to encourage, just success and failure, they're always set. Same things, right? Like, say you order hamburgers. Without buns, it's not a hamburger. It always comes as a set, right? And when they are together, it tastes good. Maybe you can add a ketchup. You can add mayo. You can add lettuce, right? All those things. And that'll turn into really yummy burgers. So anyway, yeah, like if you want to be success, you have to be ready for failing. But big failing, it's scary. So that's why I always encourage people, like try, you know what, if you try 1%, that's it. Try small. If you try small, you fail small, right? And then it's just like you get used to it. And then by the time you realize it, a year later, 2 years later, you will achieve bigger. The things you've achieved is bigger than you thought at 2 years ago, right? Yeah, so there is, actually, I keep forgetting using this ones, right? So action plan is, I think I already told action plan is, Like number one is set the goal what you want to achieve. You have to set a goal. I know it's scary. I'm very scary. My goal is for now is I want to be a speaker and life coach, and I want to have a seminar at my hometown in my hometown, right? It's one of the nicest hotels. You can just see, you can just like at the view, you can just see the Pacific Oceans at the view. And then penthouse, top floor. I want to have that. My goal is like I am having a seminar, webinar to the women to be themselves, like be yourself seminar, or just always like have fun and just get the energy. And then those ladies they just learn how to be themselves. They can just spread the joy to everybody. That's my goals too, right? So my goal is have a seminar at my hometown, right? Kind of simply. So set the goals what you want. And then that's number two is break into small pieces, small things, small steps. Break into what can I do from today to be what you want, to achieve your goal. You have to break into small steps. That way, hey Ali, good evening, right? That way it's easier. That way the big goal is no longer just like, you don't feel like a monster anymore. Right? The big goals by breaking down to small steps, right? Your goal can be like your friend at the next door, or I don't know, the friend at the next door. Just like very, very achievable, very approachable. It's easier. Like, oh, okay, so what do I do to be like speakers? So I have to motivate the people. I have to motivate the woman. What should I do? Okay, maybe I can post, maybe motivational post on Instagrams, right? Or I would post on the motivational, makes you feel better pictures on the Instagrams. Start small, right? You can't just like jump on like, okay, I want to be a motivational speaker. My goal is just to have a seminar in my hometown. Okay, what do I do? My first step is go on IG Live. Ooh, that's scary. Very scary. I couldn't do that, right? So that's just like, that's not my first step. So my first step was actually to post sun or sky, so flowers, whatever I felt like this is nice, that those things. So and then you you gotta keep trying, right? You gotta keep trying, like go to the next level. It's a little bit of scary, Good morning, name, password, 51 Sun. Maybe good evening, right? I would imagine, right? So that's it. But you can't stay in the comfort zone. Once you just like get used to posting skies or some motivational quotes or whatever on your Instagrams, right? Flowers makes you feel good. Okay, makes me feel good. I'm getting used to it. I feel comfortable now. Hey, next, can't stay in comfort zone. Like, you gotta think about next level, next step, right? That's why I've been posting on my reels. I'm sure you guys seen it. It takes a little courage. Like walk and take a video, and then walk, take a video, and even more, I put my phone on the ground, I run and jump, right? Because I want to express a joy, and I want to make the reel that I want to see, and I want to have fun, right? And then also, maybe I just like, hopefully by you guys watching my videos or reels, maybe that my post make you smile. I was hoping every time I feel uncomfortable. Probably my neighbor's gonna think, you guys running and jumping like that. What is she thinking? They might think that way. I did it yesterday on the road. I know it's uncomfortable, it's embarrassing, but hey, I can't stay in a comfort zone because I want to grow. I want to make people smile, and I want to make myself smile, right? I might fail. Maybe, some people, they just like, what the heck is she doing? That's stupid videos. Maybe. And then maybe one day nobody's gonna pay attention to my running and my, I don't know, motivational post or whatever. I might fail. But that's the time I can think, what can I do to be myself, to build better version of myself? How can I grow? Right? So the failing is not your enemy. Fail, fail is your best friend. Yeah, without fail, you can't grow. So I want you guys to think what kind of challenge you are willing to do it, what kind of things you want to challenge, right? And then you can just break it down to, like you have a goal, you break it down to small steps. You can do it. And then you face to, of course, that always, if you have a purpose, you have a goal, you want to have something to achieve, always. Like I said, just a hamburger, right? It comes with set, the buns and hamburger. Without buns and hamburger, we don't call it hamburgers, right? It always comes, failure and success always comes as a set. But you gotta enjoy taste. But without those set, you can't enjoy eating hamburgers. Anyway, so I hope that my IG that this morning, I hope that helped to somebody's watching it. So like I said, I know you guys watching my live, not just like watching it. I know you guys want to achieve something. You want to have a better life, right? You have a goal, something. You want to serve people. You want to serve yourself. I know that. That's why I want you guys to keep challenging it. Don't be afraid to fail. Fail is your best friend, not your enemy. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, name and path words 51 son. Yes, I am selling books. Actually, before I go at 10 o'clock, I am going to join my friend Sugakichi. She makes a purse live, right? At 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. Eastern time. I am going to be a co-host of her live, and she's got some new purses want to show you guys. And then of course, if not only showing, of course, if you guys want it, she's willing to, like, offering. I don't know, whatever it's called. I don't know. I'm sure it's available to sell too. And those ones, yes, to sell too, It's like, I get the new stuff actually. Right? I get the new stuff. This is one of the new stuff. It's kimono obi ones. Right? Oh, thank you so much, Yumiko-san. Yes, she's got like some new arrival. I seen it. I seen them. They are very pretty bags. This is one of the kind, right? We always love to have one of the kinds. It's, I don't know, maybe just me, or maybe you guys feel the same way. When I go somewhere, shopping or somewhere, it's just like, I don't feel good if I see somebody has exact same bag. I just like, oh, she has same bag, same as clothes, right? I am happy if maybe my friends, maybe, Yumiko-san's or Chiyo-chan has same shirt, right? Same shirt or something. Like, oh, you bought it the Old Navy. Yes, it's the same ones. It's nice. But if they're strangers having same shirt, or like, maybe same bag, I just like, oh, I want to feel special. But then, that purse, everybody has the same purse. I don't know. So that's why I love her bag. It's one of the kind. And then, this is, when you buy it, you're the only one have that bag. And then it's beautiful. You know what? I've had some of them too. Anyway, yeah, 10 o'clock a.m. And if you want to stop by, checking out Sugakichi Live, it's going to be on her. She's going to be the host. I am co-host. So, but it's going to be a fun, and you guys going to just see you guys are, I shouldn't say just, you're going to just check out the new stuff. Thank you. Okay. ひとしさん、ありがとうございます。じゃあ、have a great night right? Thank you for coming and thank you for joining and thank you for your time. And I trust you're going to have a great day.